Hello everyone. So I recently wrote down some language goals I have for myself, just refocusing what I wanted to do with all of my languages, and I wanted to go over them today, just so that you can see maybe how I do things, and maybe you will be inspired to do the same. I wrote on this nice little notebook all of the languages, not all, but the significant languages I know. And I gave myself a little bit of a evaluation on where I am with those languages. So I have mantok, I have satisfied, I have putok, not enough, unsatisfied, and then I have galvanized. So that's the language that I'm very, very excited to get back into. I'm very excited to work really hard on that one. So that is color coded. I wrote down each language, so let's just start with this first one. I wrote for Bulgarski that I just really want to increase my formal knowledge. I'm really satisfied. It's blue. I'm really happy with where I am right now, but I would like to increase my formal knowledge. So that's things like more advanced words, more grammar structures, and things like that, because I can already converse very easily. I can talk about what I want very easily, but I just want to take it to the next level. I gave myself a little goal in pencil, and that's to read these high school history books that I have. I think that way I'll be introduced to more formal writing. I'll be more introduced to more formal words, more formal register that I don't know very well right now. Pour le français, I am actually really satisfied with where I am right now. I'm definitely not perfect, but I would like to increase my conversational skills when I get the ability, and my small goal for myself is just to have a 5-minute conversation. And as you can see from these examples, it's very self-evaluation. I'm not focusing on B1, B2, C1 or anything like that. I just want to give myself some self-evaluation. Do I like where I'm at? Do I not like where I'm at? Should I work on it? Am I okay for the time being? And I think that works better for me than saying I want to reach A2 or I want to reach C1, because it seems more personal to me. Because I don't think it's possible in my life to get everything to C2, but there are some that I'm happy with where I am and I can just maintain it. So because of that, I have this level of dividing things. But even though I have languages that I'm satisfied in, sometimes I do get the desire to do something. So maybe sometimes I can refer back to this and know, okay, maybe if I want to learn this language, I should work on this thing. I should be working on increasing the knowledge in this certain subject. The next language I have is a red one. I'm not happy with where I am for Ruski, for Russian. So I really want to increase overall everything with my skills in that language, but mostly I think it's important to increase my textbook language skills, meaning, formally learning grammar structures and vocab and things like that, because for the time being, I'm not very worried about increasing my conversational skills or listening comprehension or anything like that, because as I said in my previous video, that it is a heritage language for me, meaning it's something spoken at home, something culturally I'm connected to, so I'm not too worried about the informal talking. I'm very worried about word choice, grammar structures, and things like that. Next one I have on here is 한국어. And basically, just for 한국어, I want to increase my listening comprehension. I've noticed that maybe I can read things very well, but things are falling apart with my listening comprehension. I think it's harder for me to understand what people are saying, and I really should work on that before things get worse. And my short-term goal for this language is just to have a 10-minute conversation. So it's something attainable. For all of these, they're pretty attainable. I can get them. If I worked hard, I can get them very quickly, but because there's just so many, I just have a lot of small goals. Okay, the next language I have is Nihongo. I really only want to increase my casual language here. I think I know a comfortable amount of kanji at the time. I don't have a big problem reading social media. I don't have a big problem reading those. Video games or things with a lot of text, but I do have a huge problem understanding the casual language. And that really comes from me learning it in university, where things were very geared towards the test and memorizing as much as you can. So my casual language really didn't develop over the years I've learned Japanese. One way I think I can do a little small goal for this is maybe play a video game whose story I don't know, because usually I tend to play things that I already know the story of, but in another language, which is a little bit of a crutch because I already know that. So I do want to challenge myself and play with things that are conversational that I don't know yet. The next one I have here is Español. I am unsatisfied by this one, you can see by the red. So what I'm doing to fix that is just increase my textbook capability. So more conjugating, more grammar, more vocab. That's what I really need to work on because the level is just so basic. And my small short-term goal for this is to just read Barron's Master the Basics on Spanish, and I think that will help me reach this short-term goal right now. Then we got a green one, svenska. In my key I wrote that I'm galvanized for that language, meaning I'm ready to buckle down and learn a lot. So right now, I'll get into maybe a little bit later when I talk about German, but right now I'm not doing it, but I'm suddenly very excited to get back into it. I want to just overall get better in svenska. I just wrote down that overall I want to increase everything, and to do that, my short-term goal is to be able to write a 20-sentence diary entry, which doesn't sound too difficult, but at my level it is pretty difficult right now. So that's some small thing that I'm working towards right now. So I can maybe work on some grammar, I can work on vocab, I can work on my conversational skills, speaking, writing, and all that. And that diary entry I think will help me. The next one for which I am galvanized is Türkçe. So recently I've been getting really back into it. And I just, again, like Svenska, just want to overall increase everything. So my short-term goal for that is to just translate 10 songs. So I want to see the lyrics of 10 songs and just translate them to English, be able to parse all of the words, try to understand the exact grammatical reason everything was used. And I think that way I will be introduced to more words, more structures, and things like that. And on top of that, I just enjoy listening to Turkish music. So the next one I have here, again, I am galvanized, and that is, I can't see, Deutsch. So right now, I'm in the middle of like a 2-month push to relearn everything I've learned and also go past that. So since the beginning of August, I've been working really hard every day with my German. I'm doing a lot of small things. You'll see a video soon about my whole 2-month process. And I think especially difficult for me is listening comprehension. So my short-term goal for that is just to understand the gist of one show, one program on Deutsche Welle. And then my last language on here is, is Zhongwen. I'm unhappy with where I am right now. It's red, but I'm not going to break my back to increase it right now. I think especially I need to work on my casual language, my casual register. So because of that, I've decided to try to watch a 5-minute or longer video made for native speakers, and I want to comprehend the main idea. So I'm not going for perfection here. I'm not trying to understand every single word. I just want to get the gist of it, the main idea of a video not made for learners. So that's where I'm at today. I will be working hard on those 3 that I mentioned earlier, and the other ones I don't want to fall into disrepair, but maybe I'll just do a little bit at a time. So that's how I like to organize my thoughts, my goals. Maybe you like something similar, let me know in the comments below, and thank you again for watching.